What if just one small, consistent action could genuinely change your outlook, like every single day, setting this powerful ripple effect in motion? Today, we're doing a deep dive into Admiral William H. McRaven's really impactful book, Make Your Bed, 10 Life Lessons from a Navy SEAL. And this isn't just any book. It really grew out of his, well, now it's legendary, his 2014 University of Texas commencement speech, the one that just resonated with millions.
Yeah, it really did. And what's fascinating here, I think, is how McRaven, four-star admiral, retired U.S. Navy SEAL, decorated background, he manages to distill decades of intense military leadership, that mental toughness, and these incredibly concise, practical lessons.
Right.
And his background is so key because it shows how these, frankly, brutal SEAL training experiences get translated into something profoundly relatable. Wisdom for everyday life. But despite those origins, the book itself, it's surprisingly short, less than 150 pages. And it really focuses on universal stuff, discipline, resilience, character, courage. It's not just about strict military routines. It's more about distilling the essence of what makes people successful, under extreme pressure.
Okay, right. So let's unpack that. Our mission then for this deep dive is really to pull out the most important insights from McRaven's experiences, revealing how these, well, seemingly simple acts can truly set the foundation for success, especially when life feels, chaotic or overwhelming.
Exactly.
And that central lesson, the book's title, it really says it all. If you want to change the world, start by making your bed. Just think about the symbolic power of that. It's about creating that bit of order, that discipline first thing, achieving that first small task. It gives you a little sense of pride.
Yeah, the first accomplishment.
Exactly. It sets a positive tone for the rest of the day, and it kind of signals to your brain, hey, details matter. But like you said, that's just the start. The book has other really powerful, maybe surprising lessons like get over being a sugar cookie or never ring the bell. Those hint at something deeper than just, well, tidiness. So how does something like getting over being a sugar cookie actually become a core life lesson?
Yeah. Well, that's a fantastic example of translating a very specific and pretty brutal SEAL training experience into something universal.
Yeah.
So in BUDS, that's basic underwater demolition SEAL training, if a recruit failed to meet certain standards or maybe messed up on an obstacle course, they were often punished. And the punishment was being made to run into the surf, get wet, and then roll around in the sand until they were just completely covered, head to toe. That's what the instructors called a sugar cookie.
Wow. That sounds incredibly uncomfortable and, frankly, kind of humiliating.
Absolutely. It was miserable, abrasive, cold sand sticking everywhere. It was designed to break you, to make you want to quit.
Right.
But McRaven's lesson from this is profound. It's basically, you will fail. Life will knock you down. Life will often leave you metaphorically, sandy and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The point isn't to try and avoid the sand because, well, that's impossible. The real lesson is to accept the discomfort. Maybe even embrace the setback for what it is, get up, shake it off, and keep moving forward. It's pure resilience, really, not letting those temporary failures define you or, stop your progress. It teaches you to just quickly process the yuck and refocus on the mission.
That immediately resonates, doesn't it? I mean, whether it's a project at work that just goes completely sideways or a personal goal that hits a snag. We all face those sugar cookie moments. It really is about how quickly you stand back up.
Exactly.
And speaking of not giving up, another really powerful phrase from the book is never ring the bell. Can you tell us about that one?
Absolutely. So in BUDS, there's this big brass bell. It hangs right in the center of the training compound and very visible. And all a recruit has to do to quit, to just end the pain, the cold, the exhaustion, is walk up and ring that bell 3 times. Then they're out. Their ordeal is over.
Just like that.
Just like that. McRaven explains, you're always just one decision away from giving up. That bell is always there, representing the easy way out. His lesson is devastatingly simple. Choose not to ring it.
That's such a stark image. So it's not just about physical endurance then, is it? It's got to be about mental fortitude.
Oh, completely. It's about acknowledging that the option to quit exists. It's right there, but actively choosing to persevere, pushing through the pain, the fear, the doubt. He tells stories of guys who were, physically broken, seemingly at their absolute limit, but they found some inner reserve, some reason, any reason, to just push through one more evolution, one more cold night.
Wow.
It's such a powerful metaphor for life's challenges, isn't it? When you're facing something that feels insurmountable, maybe a difficult diagnosis, a failing business, a personal crisis, the bell is always there, tempting you. McRaven's point is that you possess this incredible, often untapped capacity to endure and overcome if you simply refuse to quit. Just don't ring the bell.
So when you look at it, all the daily discipline of making your bed, embracing setbacks like being a sugar cookie, choosing never to ring the bell, what we've really explored today is the profound impact of these tiny, consistent actions, and also that unbreakable, resilient mindset, all drawn from Admiral McRaven's incredible experiences.
Hmm.
And it's important to remember, like we talked about, the book isn't loaded with complex jargon or long-winded strategies. It's not that at all.
Not at all.
Instead, it offers 10 really powerful lessons, and each one is tied to a vivid, unforgettable memory from his life, which makes it just incredibly accessible, relatable even.
Definitely.
At its heart, it feels like it's about doing what you can with what you have right where you are.
And that connection to the bigger picture, I think that's key. These universal lessons, they're incredibly scalable. It genuinely doesn't matter if you're leading troops or raising kids or maybe starting a new business or even just recovering from a significant failure.
Right. It applies across the board.
Exactly. The book is so widely acclaimed, I think, because of its simplicity, its emotional impact, and just its sheer practicality. That really underscores its value for pretty much anyone seeking personal growth. It fundamentally teaches that just by showing up, even in the smallest ways, like making your bed, you can spark massive change. You can reclaim a sense of control, especially when everything else feels completely out of reach.
So, thinking about all that, what does this really mean for you listening right now? Maybe consider this. What's one small act you could choose to start tomorrow? An act that, kind of like making your bed, isn't necessarily hard, but it tells you today matters. Something that sets the tone for your day and reminds you, when challenges inevitably arise, not to ring that bell.